You are on the internet, full of information, and then everyone clapped. If you've heard the sentence before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Lies, truth, and the problem with social media. When you are constantly bombarded with information, you can choose to do one of the two things. You can either A. conclude it's a lie, or B. conclude it is true. There are no other conclusions. People crave answers, but they hate questions. Some people default to A, whereas others default to B. Imagine you have 10 apples, and on the other side of the wall are 2 apples, but you just don't know. The 10 apples you see are spoiled, all of them. A friend comes along and tells you that the apples on the other side are so juicy and fresh. Your friend wouldn't lie to you, would he? But what if it was a complete stranger? When all you've ever known is spoiled, rotten apples, the idea of fresh apples becomes inconceivable, or more accurately, unacceptable. When the truth hurts, your brain may try to live in a lie. Denial, a stage of grief. Because losing what you've never had, or losing the life you think you deserved by seeing what you had was something else, can be very painful. Only data that can be reproduced can be counted as legitimate proof, but not everyone has a microscope laying around. Not everyone has different kinds of people around. This is why echo chambers exist, as well as discrimination. Most conflicts in the world exist due to missing or misunderstood information, or even information that has not been accepted. And this is why we must live by example, to show the truth in data. Let people experience our experiences. But we must also be open to have our views shattered. The truth will be most oftenly uncomfortable. Our biases exist to keep us in order, trying to not go insane. This is why we supposedly have these terrible people that are often more sane than supposedly good people. Because in order to be kind, you must understand other people. This is why so many new genders pop up, and so many people on social media platforms fake mental illnesses. People desire to shape reality according to their biases. But this battle royale of information leads us nowhere. Because if you see something you do not believe, the best way to stop it is to show by example. Living as an example is more likely to have positive influence on people. For nobody ever convinced someone through violence that they were right. Dictators often make this mistake, but you can't kill people's will to think. Eventually, the truth will come out one way or another, but if it has no objective data, it has no ground to stand on. It's as if you build a fictional world. Your personal echo chamber. Because those who assume it to be a lie often fight in the battle royale of information, and those who assume it to be a truth will defend it till their dying breath. And those who think they know not what it is are caught in the crossfire of chaos. Ignorance is no longer bliss. Nowadays, ignorance is forfeit.